As New York leaders pay tribute to actor Michael K. Williams, we're reminded how much his legacy is tied to prison reform and the humanitarian crisis on Rikers Island. I'm Dometi Pongo, and this is MTV News Need to Know. A humanitarian crisis has been uncovered at New York's Rikers Island Correctional Facility after at least 10 inmates died so far this year, half of whom committed suicide. Over a dozen New York officials visited the Bronx facility earlier this week after reports of worsening conditions and large-scale abuse and neglect. Public advocate Dometi Pongo said that it's an environment that seems designed to create violence. Rikers is getting renewed attention because of its failures during the pandemic. As court dates are being pushed back, Rikers is so overcrowded that the showers have been converted to cells, and some people don't even have room to lie down. Unsanitary conditions and a failure to provide masks for inmates have allowed for the coronavirus to run rampant. However, the inhumane treatment has existed since the jail opened. It's one of the most violent prisons in the country, where journalists and investigators have reported harsh living conditions and treatment of inmates, including placing young people into solitary confinement for brutally long periods of time, sexual assaults and beatings, and pointed cruelty towards LGBTQ+ inmates. After her visit, Assemblymember Emily Gallagher tweeted, "There's garbage everywhere, rotting food with maggots, cockroaches, worms in the showers, human feces and piss. Most of the toilets are broken, so men are given plastic bags to relieve themselves in." The vast majority of inmates held at Rikers Island are awaiting trial, meaning they're not convicted criminals. These are folks who can't post bail, which means they're being consistently deprived of the Sixth Amendment right to a speedy trial. You may have heard about Khalif Browder. He was wrongfully accused of a robbery when he was 16 and spent 3 years in Rikers awaiting trial, causing serious mental health issues that eventually led to his death in 2015. The New York legislature passed the Less is More Act months ago. The bill would release inmates who are doing time in Rikers over nonviolent technicalities like violating their parole. After a visit to the facility that left her in tears, a shaken Assembly member, Jessica Gonzalez Rojas, reminded Governor Kathy Hochul that all she needs to do is sign the bill.
I just witnessed an attempted suicide. Jumped up there and tried to hang himself. Me and Senator Ramos were right there. We got the bill done. Governor, you have to sign it. I need the mayor to be here. I need the governor to see the conditions here.
Mayor Bill de Blasio has not visited the prison in over 4 years, and activists and other leaders are criticizing his newest plan to address the crisis. The plan includes adding more police to Rikers and docking pay of corrections officers who call out sick. And while the mayor vowed to close the prison in the next 10 years, his term is up in 4 months, and the facility is more crowded and dangerous than it was last year. So it was pretty ironic when he tweeted that the late Michael K. Williams' activism tried to fix an often broken world, when de Blasio spent most of his time as mayor forgetting that that world exists. Williams, who passed away on September 6th, was a vocal advocate for prison reform. He was born in Brooklyn and celebrated for playing iconic roles: a gay crime lord in The Wire, a man kidnapped and indentured in 12 Years a Slave, the father of a wrongfully convicted son in When They See Us, and in The Night Of, his character highlighted the inhumane practices within Rikers. As someone who had friends and loved ones caught up in the prison system, he used his off-screen platform to raise awareness, becoming an ACLU ambassador to end mass incarceration. He once told The Guardian, "I use my job to engage empathy and compassion for people society might stereotype or ostracize." Art has always had the ability to humanize people in the margins, but what's missing today is government implementation. So while leaders like de Blasio celebrate Williams' life, they need to honor his legacy by actually using their power to champion the issues these artists believe in. And they can start by decarcerating Rikers Island. I'm Dometi Pongo, and that's what you need to know.